So, if you're an aspiring YouTuber like me who lazily lie on the couch for countless hours, doom scrolling on Instagram, Pinterest, Behance, YouTube, or whatever social media platform that got you hooked in, all under the guise of searching for inspiration for your next design project, I think it's time to stop and start creating. Welcome to Vector Apprentice. My name is Kankaranamdi Benjamin, the professional apprentice, aka Pro App. I'm a graphic designer and I love tech. Here on this channel, I'll be sharing with you graphic design tips and tools, both software and hardware. Basically systems that will enable you to have an effective design workflow, tech review, and probably custom t-shirt designs. And as time goes on, I'll introduce other things that are design related. In this video, I'll share with you my procrastination story, common excuses and fears that hold back graphic designers and pretty much everyone from creating content. Plus, of course, you want to stick to the end for the last setback, which almost everyone is guilty of, and how to overcome these excuses. I started this YouTube channel as far back as 2020, at about the time when COVID hit, and it blew up so big, but it was all up in my head. Plus, I shot a couple of videos which never saw the light of day. I even encouraged a friend or two to start up their YouTube journey, and they are currently doing well, I guess even monetized. But here I am, dropping my very first video today. But you know what they say, it's better late than never. I can never forget how I missed out on a big project in my final year studying industrial design at the university. It was a project given to me by the head of department as the class representative. The project seemed so big and I was so scared I was going to mess it up, all because I thought I wasn't good enough, like my skill isn't there yet. And yeah, this is just one out of the many opportunities lost. For me, there are a few obstacles hindering the process of creating YouTube videos, and I guess it's the same for many creators out there who also want to start this journey. One is the fear of failure. What if I fail? What if nobody view my content? What if? Well, I'll say it's a healthy thing to have the thought or the fear of failure, but it's an unhealthy thing to embrace that thought. 9 out of 10 times, winners fail to succeed. And except you're not a winner, and except you don't plan to go that route, then don't expect the same. I heard someone say you have to suck before you succeed. And that makes a lot of sense, because it's not possible for you to just start up something and expect to do it 100% at your first go. You have to try, you have to learn, you have to go through the process of becoming an expert or becoming skilled at that particular thing then before you gain mastery. So don't expect you picking up a skill or something, then go at it and nail it one time. Failure is part of learning. Failure is part of growth. And trust me, before you walk, you have to crawl. So failing is inevitable. You just can't do without failing, but just keep pushing. That's the most important thing. Secondly, criticism. As humans, we don't like being criticized, most especially when it's negative. When I think about the backlash some big-time YouTubers get in the comment section of their channel, I get super discouraged. I mean, these creators have everything figured out, from their well-lit, nice-looking studio and overall their value-based content, but they still get criticized negatively. It makes me rethink if this is the path I want to tread on. One big take home for me from these YouTubers is their response. They just take what's needful for them and they implement it in their next video, or videos, and they see criticism as a positive thing. When we learn to look at criticism as positive thing or as a positive thing, it helps us a lot, because that way we just keep creating, we just keep being productive and being the creatives we are, putting out stuff. That helps us to, not give up easily. And yeah, for me, just see criticism as a positive thing, because you always see it. And it's healthy to even have a couple of friends or people around you that will help criticize or critique the work you're doing. I do that a lot, and, critique the work I'm doing to see how better I can get. And yeah, that's it. So see criticism as a positive thing. Don't let it get into your head. Sift the ones that you need for implementation so that you get better at what you're doing. The third, I guess, is not having the perfect gears. And this is a major lie we tell ourselves as creators, I especially. Plus, buying the next gear won't push you to create content. Passion and discipline will. Over the years, I've acquired a handful of equipment at my little level. And this is why I keep telling myself that I don't have the lights, the best lights, I don't have the best tripod stand, I don't have the best microphone, I don't have this, I don't have that. I will still buy this stuff and I'm not even going to make a move. I got a couple of things that are quite interesting for me to really kickstart, which a lot of creators will say if they have what I have gotten, they are going to start. I still know people who are in the same class with me, like who are in the same train rather with me, that they've gotten a couple of equipment but they still haven't started. So it's not all about the equipment you have, it's about the discipline you have and the passion to create. So buying the next equipment isn't gonna help you or isn't gonna push you to create. Take these words from me, and I know a lot of people will tell you the same thing. So just what you have will do. You have a ring light, fine, you can use natural light. I'm using my phone right now. I'm using an iPhone 11. This is what I'm using to record this video, and this is something I got inspired from the channel Think Media. I think you should check them out. At the beginning of their video, they say this slogan, you gotta just press record, and for me this has been a motivation. I've watched tons and tons of videos as regards starting a YouTube channel, not focusing on having the perfect gears, but making do with what you have is essential. So if you have a phone, whatever phone it is, have a good source of light, be it a ring light or use your window, just any source of light will do. Start from there. The fourth fear is the lack of skill, the lack of video editing skills, lack of oratory skills, lack of having the confidence to sit in front of the camera and just speak. And these things don't come natural. For some people, of course it does. I think there's a lot of getting used to. Just start somewhere and get used to it. For me, I think there are times that I just stay in front of my mirror and just speak looking into my own eyes. That has helped me, and it's weird looking into the camera and just talking, but it's something that when you start doing, you get used to these things. When it comes to video editing, you must not be Steven Spielberg, you must not be a professional filmmaker. Just knowing how to cut and join clips is the necessary skill you need. The main goal is that you're passing your ideas across. You're making the video, at least to an extent, visually visually appealing or visually communicable. I don't know if that word is right, but I think what I'm trying to say is that you're just passing your ideas visually. Just cut the video and just join them. You mustn't be perfect. And you see, like this video, I'm not trying to be perfect, although I'm a perfectionist, but I'm not trying to be perfect because that also delays you putting out your videos out there or out here on YouTube. That's another thing to consider. I think comparison, we compare ourselves to other creators. These creators have been doing this for a very long time. These creators are professionals at what they do. When I go on YouTube or when I'm on Instagram and I see a couple of creators making their stuff, I feel empty. I feel I'm not doing my best. But of course, these guys have been putting in extra work. I'm just starting, so if I start comparing myself with these big creators or these persistent or disciplined or diligent creators, I'll be far behind and I'll be relaxed and I'll procrastinate and I won't put out any content. So what I just do is that I get inspired from these creators and try to do my own the best possible way I can, and which is this I'm putting out right now. So I believe with time you get to grow. When you keep doing these videos, you edit every day and you get to grow actually. So for now I don't have the money to pay an editor to edit my videos, so I do them myself. Just you believing in what you can put out there, the content you have to put out there, the value you want to communicate to people. Having the skills can come in with time. Also self-confidence. Self-confidence has to come under these. So you have to be confident in yourself. You have to believe in yourself because nobody's going to believe in you actually. You're the first believer of whatever thing you're doing. Until you believe, you can't make others believe in what you're doing. So believing in yourself, picking yourself or gathering yourself back up each time you perceive or you feel like you failed is very important and is necessary. It's a necessary weapon you need to have in your weapon cache or your arsenal. The fifth for me is overthinking. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm a perfectionist, so I overthink a lot of things. I overthink the content I'm trying to make. Oh, the B-roll is not nice. Oh, the angle is not nice. Oh, there's grain or there's noise in my footage. Oh, this. I just overthink a lot of things and it kills. Just get it done. I'm not gonna hit much on this, but stop overthinking it. What you think is not good enough might be just the best quality for the person waiting for you to drop the content. Just let it go. Don't hold it for too long, so that will help. The sixth common fear or excuse is the fear of not being consistent. This is a huge one for me. I am always afraid that when I drop the first video, I'm not gonna show up next week, and it's due to the fact that I have a couple of things going on, probably maybe client work, or I have other activities, and I might just be relaxed, or I might be afraid, or maybe when the video doesn't do well, or maybe people don't view my content. That could be a major hindrance, but I'm learning to tell myself that I will show up every week. Just making this first move is what I need to make the next move. If you can do the same, make the first move, you'll be encouraged to make the next move. I don't know yet, I'm not an expert in this, but I will grow. I believe a time will come where I will just do this freely without trying to be perfect or trying to dot the I's and cross the T's. This is just me putting this thing out and not really having any script to work with. So if you've watched this video up to this point, I'm about to reveal the last: social media. We are all victims of social media. Like I said from the beginning, you will just be on our phones doom scrolling, don't even know what we are looking for. We're just going for our everyday fix. Just a handful of people actually go on social media to benefit or to get a thing or two. The vast majority are just on social media, not really looking for anything, and we keep getting a lot of information that distracts us from doing the main work. I don't know what social media platform you love the most, but being disciplined with this social media platform is very, very important. If you can't discipline yourself, social media will discipline you. How I mean is that it's going to take a lot of your time. You, at the end of the day, feel unproductive after spending countless hours just scrolling and not really looking out for anything. So I learned something, or I'm learning something, to be disciplined. I set a timer at a particular time I want to be on social media. So after that time elapses, I'm still learning to be disciplined, not to go back and keep scrolling endlessly. So whatever takes me there, if I'm looking for resources for my design project, I just set the timer. If I want to be on that particular social media platform for like 30 minutes or an hour, I set the timer for an hour. I use a kitchen clock timer, and I use that to just set the time. That way it helps me when the alarm goes off. I know, okay, my time is up. If I want to add like an extra, or like if I want to add extra minutes, I can add like 15 more minutes. Then that way it helps me, honestly. So I don't know what your measures are to really curb your social media intake or consumption, but it's very important that we have measures. So for me, that's like the major thing I do to curb my social media consumption, just having that kitchen clock timer. So yeah, like I said, the fear of failure, criticism, not having the perfect gears, lack of skill, overthinking, the fear of not being consistent, and lastly, social media. These things can be or could be hindrance why you're not making videos or you're not creating content on YouTube. Thank you for sticking to the end of this video, and if there are common fears and excuses you probably face personally, please share in the comment section below. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Put God first and create again. Peace.